Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Centurion 7-1. It's a tier 9 British medium tank. It's located on the eastbourne of Sand River and it's under the command of Lomian EU. Now, it's down in the file as being a Centurion 3. Now, that's the next upgrade from Centurion 1, which of course you will know as a tier 8 British medium. So a bit odd that they skipped to the 7-1 but without having the 3, but I suppose that was because obviously there were several generations of Centurion tank and they couldn't include them all, so they decided just to have the 7-1 at tier 9. Well, this tank has the 105mm gun, or at least it has the capability of carrying the 105mm, and that's what he's got, the L7A1, which is such an archetypal gun. It's actually loaded or mounted on many other tanks, or rather it would be mounted on other tanks if they didn't actually produce them under license. It's the same gun because it's so good, so accurate and does so much damage. As you saw therefore, 390 alpha, 268mm of penetration, and with the APCR, well, it's actually high explosive HESH, it'll do 210mm and 480 alpha. Now, it's got the same attributes as the Centurion 1, but slightly better armour. Great angled front. As you can see, that's what they wanted during the war, but they ended up with something like the Cromwell, which had flat surfaces, and they didn't particularly want that. But this has got nicely angled surfaces, and of course a very bouncy turret, which means it's very difficult for the enemy to penetrate your turret. They have to go for the hull, and if they go for the hull, then there's plenty of armour there to stop them. Well, this is quite a surprise because he's managed to get quite a long way north. Oh, AT-15 puts a round straight through him. APCR standard, actually. Doesn't matter, that thing's got huge amounts of armour. He's tracked him. He's just going to hold him in place there for a while and then put some more rounds in. Oh, he's burned his repair kit. And another round goes through, gets a pen. Now 390 alpha, remember, so that's a low roll. Trying to track him again. Gets it. And a pen. And he can hold him in place now where he hits the flat surface or goes for that machine gun turret on top. But he kills it with one shot. So he's got his first kill. Now there are some nasty tanks up there. There's an M46 pattern. That's the tier 9 version. Gets his first pen on the Skoda T50. Light armour on that one. Yeah, rounds coming in, but they're not penetrating. Ah, Arty does. Well, yes, I spoke too soon. That was the near miss, actually, from the M40, M43. But you can see he just punches through the turret of a M46 pattern. Now, that's kind of surprising, because that tank and this tank were both in Korea. Or rather, the Centurion was in Korea. Did an absolutely fantastic job out there. So did the patterns, for that matter. Of course, the Chinese and the North Koreans were fielding T-34-85s from the Second World War. They weren't really up to the task of actually dealing damage to tanks which are much better. Oh, he took a full amount of damage from that Skoda T50, fired his entire clip in, and they were all heat rounds. He just fired the gold with wild abandon. So Lomian's lost a lot of hit points, but he's still fighting. The other great thing about this tank is the gun depression. It really is very, very good. 10 degrees. And oh, trying to get it onto that pattern, he couldn't. Lost his driver, but he will get that back in. He's just going to wait for it to come off cooldown. Now, serious opposition he's coming up against now, tier 10. The Object 430U. First shot gets a critical hit. Still firing the APCR. That guy's not offering much to work with, but he's going for the turret. The cupola didn't get that one in. Oh, he's now offering the cupola. Oh, that one went vertical. Saw the shell went straight up in the air. That was a bad hit, but you can see the shell fly through the air. Went right upwards, and now the 430U is facing an E50M at close range, and we're going to get in on it as well. There's only 5 enemies remaining, and that 430U decided he needed to get out of there quick. The next enemy we're coming up against is the Leopard 1. Now that's tier 10 again. Locked on. Puts his first round in. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage though. But there goes the Leopard. Rammed to death by the E50M. E50M of course tier 10 as well. It just goes to show how well the Centurion 7-1 acquits itself at tier 10. Or in a tier 10 game. But he's now facing 2 tier 10 opposition, and of course that M40, M43 who's probably in this corner. Unless of course he's run away. Yes, he is in this corner. He didn't run away, and he should have. Oh! Didn't get the shot, but he's leaving it to the LTTB, who just got blasted with a derp. A shotgun. There's the kill. Yeah, I think that may have been the reason why Lomi and EU let the LTTB go in and do the damage. He knew that the M40 was more than likely going to shotgun whoever came in there. And that's it. They killed the last remaining enemy, and it's all over. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. And here's the end of battle results, and we can see that Lomian managed to get an ace tanker out of that game, as well as a duelist, a fire effect, and a bruiser medal. His win rate from the battle was 5,950 as well, which is Super Unicum standard, so very good indeed. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, he did get the highest damage on his team, and not the highest damage overall. That Leopard 1, the tier 10 German medium, managed to get a high caliber for 6,117 hit points of damage during the game. And then we can see Lomian was second with 4,089, followed by the T110E3 with 3,954. When it came to kills, it was shared between Lomian and the T110E3. Both got 3 kills each. And 2 kills to the LTTB. Nobody else on the enemy team managed to get more than 1 kill, and very few on his own team managed to get a kill as well. When it came to base XP, he's top of the table with 1,260, the only player over 1,000, 971 to the LTTB, 866 goes to the Tortoise. Now let's have a look at detail. 18 shots fired, 17 direct hits, 11 penetrations, damage of 3 splash damage as well, damage of 4,089 hit points, all of it at close range, 9 hits received from the enemy, only 4 of which penetrated, and we know where 3 of those penetrations came from. Yes, I'm afraid it was that Skoda T50 who unloaded a clip of heat directly into him, but then promptly got killed afterwards. 5 non-penetrations as well, and 1 hit by way of splash damage, which was from the enemy M40, M43, and he should have moved when he realised the team, his team was starting to lose that corner. He should have got away, but he didn't, and as a consequence he got wiped out. 1,660 hit points of damage blocked by armour, 1 enemy vehicle spotted, 6 enemy vehicles damaged, 3 killed, and 769 hit points of damage assistance. On a premium count, he earned 61,835 credits, got 90,000 credits for completing the mission and events, and 151,835 credits altogether. After repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables, and yes, he did fire a few premium rounds in that game, I believe. At least I think he did. It was that, I'd have to check that back actually. He may have used a premium round, just one. 75,530 credits profit, and 1,890 XP times 2 for the first victory, took away 3,780 experience points altogether. Now I'll just check that premium ammo was used at one particular point. I will check that later, and if it was, then I do apologise to, if it wasn't, then I do apologise for Lomian. But I hope you enjoyed that replay, and if you did, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a comment down below because it feeds the YouTube algorithm, and thank you for watching.